SaLuSa. Channeled through Phil Lightbody. November 8, 2015. SaLuSa.
On your world today, your rights and freedoms have been drowned out by the interests of the few. This is to turn around in the coming time. People and events are being arranged to restore your freedoms, and this will lay the groundwork which will lead to your ascension. We can warp space and time to be with you very quickly, however only when it is safe to do so. As the minions of the dark would react to this and take action against us with no regard to the consequences, when they would not act otherwise. So we are calling all to become aware of what is taking place and why. More details and updates will be forthcoming in the times ahead. Many lightworkers have become apathetic, even as positive events gather pace, and disclosure looks more and more likely every day. Take comfort knowing that as the vibrations rise you will have more open contact with us again as in the past. All has been laid out and planned beforehand, so things happen according to the plan and less so for time. Events are falling into place as all naturally seek to find their suited vibrational level for spiritual growth. Spiritual people have been especially affected as the new energies come online. God has heard your calls for peace on the earth, and we are here to assure a successful completion. The desert regions of your planet are afflicted by conflict, however an alternative path for peace must be employed there. All these areas release negative energies built up across the planet, so act as a mirror for mass collective consciousness of humanity. Ascension is assisted by understanding how your thought forms affect others. You have been drifting gently ever closer to the light, that now you are past the tipping point, so focus on the bright future you are headed to. Do not buy into the masks people wear, as all people of your world are beautiful, and better is yet to come. It is incapable of being expressed in words how much we love you. Also be assured we are doing all we can to resolve the migrant crisis in Europe, which could collapse those systems. As time and change speed on, you have the option to open yourselves up to enlightened possibilities and refuse to buy into the spin about events from your news media. It is a thorny issue that the works of men will decay in time, yet what is added to spiritual growth will last forever. However, know at all levels and in all circumstances your free will choices are of great importance as to how the new age unfolds. Remain ever hopeful, as your hope creates its own reality. You are getting a foretaste of things to come. The tide is shifting towards the light and expansion of consciousness. When you have occasion to show gentleness to others, do so, as this is a sign of great love, for many have vowed to adhere to labels put on others they disapprove of. To hold certain attitudes just for the sake of it was that way in the past should be moved on, for you as lightworkers must ready yourselves to step into power when the time is right. You are all on the same team, and by fostering healthy relationships, learning from others, you will have a lot more success with your goals. You must unmake yourselves from the separation mindset, and see Source expressing itself everywhere and in all things. Many of you are on a quest to find great knowledge, hidden truths, channelings, inspiration, or readings etc. from the outer. However, at some point in your growth you migrate to looking within for answers. The treacherous dark ones have been the cause of much concern, and they will be subdued, so you have nothing to fear. This will clear the way for all promises to be fulfilled. You will be fully emancipated with your freedoms restored. Life on earth is not easy, such that it is a testing ground for the soul, which tempers the being of light you will become. Many have rejected the idea of having wealth and is encouraged by many who see being poor as a virtue. However, there is nothing wrong with being fairly compensated for your efforts. Many around you live in the nightmare of separation from Source, yet you can help by shining pure light and unconditional love to all around you. Many rush about keeping themselves so busy, however take some time to slow down and look after your physical needs, take exercise and eat some healthy food, etc. Dear Mike Quincy and others like him who have served the light for many a long year have made a real difference, and it is both noted and noteworthy. With dauntless determination these ones have stood for light in the midst of darkness. This is the essence of true mastery. Those which can see light, love and hope even when things look at the most bleak can offer others great spiritual guidance, which guards against the danger of letting darkness and despair totally overwhelm one. Enjoy your life doing what you love and follow your heart even if it does not make much sense at the time. Life is experienced by living, concepts describe life only. No one would argue that much of the light work done to assist ascension has been selfless, when done with the desire to truly uplift others. Renew your spirit daily by going within your heart and finding that loving still silence, as you will be sorely tested with the raising of vibrations, as people will have to vent their negativity. You are going through cleansing and refreshing phase of your earth. It will be confusing and disorienting. Much you now know will change and adjust to new energies. However, be assured all will work out in harmonious synchronicity. Also, these curious coincidences demonstrate how far more complex and creative you are. Many dear souls have been waiting years patiently for our arrival and mass landings, and know that date, while unconfirmed, is still sure to happen. On that day of first contact, some may have grown old and others passed, yet what is done out of love is timeless. However, know that events are progressing at breakneck speed, so to keep up your spirituality must be lived and not forgotten when about living your life. This also is pushing all through an individual compression which squeezes out that which no longer serves ascension process. Be aware many have been taken in by those selling help with your ascension but cannot deliver. You need to use your discernment and verify that a claim is true before handing over monies. We are stabilizing the northwest coast to prevent serious seismic incident. However, you are ultimately authoring your own fate, for all is one, so it is time to take full responsibility for all that happens to you, and release any idea that you are at the mercy of events. Following your passions and expanding in love and caring for all those around you can move you into higher dimensions, yet this has to be profoundly felt within and lived out from, not just as an idea. The quarantine your earth has been under is being taken down, so you will make contact with and learn of many types of beings around the universe. We are testing the waters, so to speak, to see if your population are ready to become galactic beings. For a long time now your full abilities have been masked to protect you, for when in limited consciousness your full abilities, if left unchecked, could cause much suffering. You have had eons to age in this awareness of duality, and now it is time for harvest, where you move past polarities and opposites. The quiet call to grow and evolve has been heard by many, and work continues toward that great goal. When you think that you have been hard done by, you are confusing yourselves deliberately, as on a deep level you are the doer of all. Always watch the concurrence of events, as they are always moving in this specific direction. It is understandable that you would feel ambivalently about this, yet you have to endeavor to witness this underlying force of love that unites all in action and intent. The belief that you are separate has been a heavily promoted perception in past, yet these dense viewpoints are being left behind in expectancy of new and higher energies arriving on Earth. The energy of outwitting the flow of the highest good is prevalent. To dispel this, honor and respect all, holding all as sacred when making decisions and assessing others. Remember all those who have fallen in the name of xenophobia, religious intolerance and hatred. This is why it is so important to be a beacon of light, keeping the highest intention for peace, unity and harmonious coexistence. The dark ones of course want to find any way to keep the old system going, but to no avail, as higher energies are pouring in, and with them a love that has yet to be imagined, calming all and allowing peace to reign. Any lingering sullenness will be discarded, as you will see with eyes of higher vision. Rejoice, as now more than ever you can meet all types of people with various viewpoints around the world via your internet, allowing all to reconnect as one humanity. Look back now to the memorable times you had in nature and feel the love of embracing this earth. This can give you a true sense of freedom and joy. Your worries will melt away when you love this great being, Mother Earth. You have to step into your power and be the leader of your soul ship. This will steadily raise your vibrational level. The external influence of the Illuminati has had over your lives has also been outside of most people's awareness. However, your population is now waking up to this and learning in depth how they have been controlled and managed over the years. The divine feminine can turn the drive for war into peace, and your world leaders are coming around to seeing peace as the only way forward. We of the Galactic Federation have much trust and faith in you to collectively make the right choice, and this is made easier as ever more light inflows to your hearts. Little now remains of Lemuria and the Lemurian people, however your free will choices are always honored. This is why your intentions must be handled with care and are so important if you want this time cycle to culminate with ascension. You can see through a good outcome by sending uplifting energies and/or more tangible benefit to those grid keepers, light workers and whistleblowers on the front lines helping to correct the imbalances on your world. Let your mind process what is truth in this message so you can move beyond doubt, to know that truth is within you as you are eternally one with all that is. You are on the very brink of our meeting with you and we can hardly wait. Remember who you are, the shining ones and the light bearers, and put off the lower energies of struggle and conflict carried for lifetimes. Your nemesis is being left behind as you cross over to ascension. You have moved so far into the light nothing can change the outcome. All your small efforts for positive change have added to the collective upliftment of humanity. Closer union and binding agreements between nations are becoming the norm on Earth, and this can stop and prevent the otherwise cyclic bloodletting of conflict which results when there is no platform to resolve differences. There have been enough people lost to conflict, and the dark path is only there to show you what the light really is. All of your problems are solvable and you will eventually return to your place in the higher dimensions. With that, the Windsors are helping to clear the way forward to the Golden Age. It has gone unstated, yet this is not intended to be taken as a doctrine in that you should believe or have to, rather simply what is regardless of belief. The divine feminine has been suppressed in the fields of religion and science, with the result of Mother Gaia and the heart and soul of mankind being sacrificed on altar of scientific progress and religious doctrine. This has all been allowed to unfold in these haphazard ways to provide collective learning and mastery. As you go about your daily life, stand in your light and love and know that your decision to evolve vanquishes any need for struggle, for the pathway will unfold of its own. The divine feminine is coming into balance and harmony with the divine masculine, and this is centered in the heart and gives birth to Christ consciousness free of duality. Send healing energies to your area to resolve what needs to come into balance. You are many branches but all part of the same tree. Your best is all you can do and good enough to heal what is broken. It is a constant battle to clean up the damage the chemtrails do to your atmosphere, yet it is being done. I am SaLuSa from Sirius, and it is our honor and pleasure to assist you in all the ways we are allowed to. Thank you, SaLuSa.